Hello guys, Tiki, and in this video we are going to be talking about Paladin changes and how I would like the Paladin changes to be, but Square Enix won't do. So yeah, this is the discussion. Basically, taking a little bit of inspiration from Dragoon, using the 2-eye gauge system. You could say it's copying, but if they want to fix Paladin to put into this 2-minute meta thing that they've got going on, I think it could work. I wouldn't know the particular number crunches and things like that because I don't do that kind of thing. I'm not that smart. But basically, using their term, the divine might, holy might, will grant you a stack when you do a requisite phase. And then obviously on the second time, you'll then go into your Valor / Confiteor phase, obviously every 2 minutes. And then after that, from a little bit of testing of how I do the rotation, you also have Fight or Flight follows immediately after, which could be a good thing. Not too sure. But I'm basically going to do a little rundown, a little playthrough, talk over it as I go. Basically how I think I'd like Paladin to be, although I love Paladin as it is, you know. Possibly second favourite tank. I'm a warrior main usually when I play tank, but Paladin I've loved ever since I was raiding in the creator with it. You know, can block magic, but hell yeah, I fucking loved it. So yeah, I'm going to do a little run through, talk over how I see Paladin working out, how I would like to see Paladin working out. Obviously, this is not what it's going to be. Square Enix obviously have their own mind on how they want to change it. But yeah, I'm going to talk you through it, and then here we go. So we're going to start with, obviously, the opener, jumping. So typical raid, so do that. We're going to start with using Requisite first. But we're going to ignore Confiteor and just do 5 Holy Spirits, or obviously how I would like their changes to be, because Confiteor will be using in the big burst. It will obviously ignore Blade as well. We'll then be able to reapply the dot. Then we'll go into the atonements and things like that. Again, obviously I wouldn't know how this would work in terms of numbers. You'd obviously have to do some adjusting for potencies. This is our first atonement phase. Now we'll reapply the dot again. Obviously then probably get rid of the dot. You could do some changes to the dot, I guess, but this is just me. So we get one more atonement. Obviously it's not buffed at all. You get one more before you then go into your second requisite, which you could technically pop anywhere, but will in a release. But now here we go into the, which would be classed as your second eye. To say you've used all 5 Holy Spirits, so you got 5, then you'd go into your Blade, which would then obviously reapply your dot afterwards. Because of how Fight or Flight has now come up, you could use it straight into Atonement and then get some nice Atonement. That was basically one whole, would you call it a cycle? One whole cycle. Obviously we've reapplied the dot, because I'd like Blade to still have some kind of dot. I guess depending on skill speed, you might end up getting an atonement in that. And this is where we'd be getting our first Divine Might stack again. So we just do straight up 5 Holy Spirits. Because I'd like to tie Confiteor into a big burst, personally. And we'll ignore the Blade for the purpose of my idea. Fight or Flight would probably line up with your dot, obviously. It didn't, but you know what I mean. But now obviously we're going to be waiting for Requisite to come up to gain our second Divine Holy Might stack for the idea. Nice and flashy. Obviously there would have to be a lot of potency changes and things like that to make it a bit smoother, I guess. Again, we'll just apply, well, we didn't really need to apply the dot. We'll do this, then go into big burst. We're going to be reapplying the dot anyway. So say we've done 5 of them. You could even shorten it to 3 or so to make the burst a bit shorter. And then you could then go straight into Atonement buffed, which I didn't actually realise I could work. And there you go. That is basically it. So you'd get as soon as you got your second eye or second stack, you would probably immediately go into it using Confiteor as like your trigger skill. And then that is basically it. That is how I would personally like to see Paladin go. Obviously, it's never going to go like this. I think it's a little bit simpler like that, maybe. Obviously, you'd have to have a lot of potency changes, all that stuff. It could probably be absolutely terrible idea and everyone will hate it. But hey, that's just how I would like it. Because obviously they're getting rid of the dot. But yeah, that is how I would like to see Paladin. Let me know what you think. Take care, guys. I do stream on Twitch, Detigue, twitch.tv/Detigue. You can find me on Twitter @TheDetigue. But yeah, let me know what you think of what I would like Paladin to be, although Square Enix are not going to do that. If you think there could be some adjustments for things like this. But yeah, I thought I'd make a little video explaining my idea before obviously the patch drops and we get the Paladin changes. Who knows? Maybe this is what Paladin's going to be and we do not even know or realise it. But yeah, take care, guys. And enjoy your day. Happy days.